Grace home. We've got some special guests in studio with us today. Now we've got with Downtown Watertown. Is it the Downtown Collective?
Correct.
Okay, so we've got Jill Makepeace here. Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
We also have Michael Hoyer. Good
Hello.
morning.
Good morning.
Thank you guys for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So this is, you're going to talk about something very unique. I've never heard of anything like this in my life, but it's called the Luck of the Ladle.
Yes, the Luck of the Ladle. Olivia from Gather came up with, we were trying to come up with something that sounded better than soup crawl.
The coffee lady.
Yeah, the coffee lady came up with, that one.
Okay, that kind of makes a little sense.
Right.
Okay.
Well, it's actually always funny, like when we're in board meetings and stuff, and it's like, okay, we need a name for an event, and it's like just a bunch of entrepreneurs in a room just spitballing alliteration at each other until they go, that one. That's it. There's a lot of things on camp, you know what I mean?
We're a diverse group.
Yeah. So tell us what the Luck of the Ladle is.
It is a soup crawl.
It is a soup crawl. It's just we need to, zhuzh that up a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, it's kind of funny. It actually started as a joke, probably 6 or 8 months ago. We kept going what'd be really cool? Like a soup crawl. And we're like, where are we going to plug this? We couldn't find quite the spot, but then it made sense to do it during this period because it's like, okay, there's already fun stuff going on the 14th, right? That's when the downtown is already going to be busy with folks doing things. And we're like, well, what can we contribute to add a little extra fun to it as well? And so we're like, all right, let's do the soup crawl. That sounds simple enough, right? And so the Luck of the Ladle was born. What's cool about it, so it's $20, but you actually get a special Downtown Watertown mug that goes with it. And then we're doing liners that'll go inside of that where the soup goes in, and then you don't have a dirty mug and you're not having to wash anything as you go. And so you'll go to each shop. It's about a 4-ounce portion at each one of them, which we were calculating before we got on air. There's 18 businesses now. So 18 times 4, you're basically getting a 2-liter cola, but it's soup. If you go to all of them.
Pace yourself.
Yeah. That's why you get some steps in there.
Yes.
Get some carbonation in you, maybe.
Maybe take a nap.
I'm going to have some crackers to soak all that soup up.
Yeah.
Maybe a mimosa or two.
There you go. But yeah, so it's a fun way to get out and about during St. Patrick's Day, or at least the downtown celebration of St. Patrick's Day. Maybe you're not feeling so alcohol related. And so this gives you an option that isn't that. You can do it with your kids. Super fun. And you know what? If you go with a buddy and stuff, you can share some soup or something if you actually make it to all of them, whatever. But
the mugs are super cool too.
They are.
So we're going to have this year we have our inaugural mug, and then we will have dated mugs going forward. But it's a really nice, they don't entrust us with one. Nobody has given me one to take around, but it's on our Facebook page. If you go to Downtown Watertown's our Facebook page, and it'll be on there. That's our Facebook page, right?
Yep.
Okay. And for $20, you get to keep the mug. It's a nice heavy mug. You drink coffee and all that stuff after. And then you go to the 18 places. You'll start at Element because she's going to have all the mugs there, and you're going to pay her the $20, and then she'll have a map, which Courtney at my store, shout out to Courtney. Thank you for being technologically savvy. And she's making us a map.
Yeah.
And so you get the map and where to go. And there was a quick question this morning. A couple of people were wondering about gluten-free, and we're trying to figure that out.
Yeah, we're actively going through and finding out from everybody who is gluten-free, who won't be, so that we can give them a little star indicator to know, which ones are good, which ones are safe for them to avoid the glutrons, as I would call them. But but yeah, so it's Saturday, March 14th, 11 a.m. is the start time, ends at 3 p.m. But it should be really fun. I mean, we have a list of businesses so far. This isn't all of them, I don't believe, but yeah, you can stop at the Cottington County Heritage Museum, Gather Coffee, Watertown Brewing Company, Makepeace Jewelers, Curated, Element, AMJ Style, Be Poppin', Watertown Mercantile Company, Mood Spa, Norton Repair, Jade & Co., Bulldog Branding, The Shop by Calissa Ray, Watertown Flowers, Breakout, Groove Shop, Jeff's Vacuum Center. I like
where they have vacuum
cleaners. They do have those. They repair those too.
I didn't even catch that. I was like,
but yeah, point being, there's a lot of these all over the place. So you're going to get a good roadmap to bounce around. You're probably going to want to come up with a strategy for how you want to go about it. But
if there's one you don't like, maybe just skip, because you're going to have a lot of options.
But
it'll be a fun day. I mean, it's always a fun day. The parade goes through, and I heard them talking about the parade earlier and what year it started. And the parade started as a snake walk years ago. It was some of the Holines, Foley's, Tom Beadnell, and they just did a walk because you had to have a permit for a parade. And they just did it. Mark Ward did it too. That was that group of guys that graduated together. And so they would come by and they would make a proclamation at Make Peace about making peace. But they never wanted to call it a parade because they had to buy a permit. And so apparently they didn't want to scrape together that, take it out of the beer budget, I guess. But so they would just do this backwards walk. And then one year, I think Vince and Tom Beadnell kind of got together like, hey, we should actually like give this to the chamber and have them make it an actual event. So I think it's been, I know Tim and I moved into that building probably 1990, the corner we're on now, and maybe, 1983. And I know they've been doing it since then, but more official in the last several years.
Wow.
It's a fun day up there.
Yeah. Thanks for that history. See, there's always a little extra.
That's right.
And what a good point that everything just can start from a tiny little thing and grow into a much bigger thing with time.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Pretty soon we'll have these cups and you'll have years on them. So everyone will have you'll have shelves with all the cups. So
collector's item.
Yeah, there you
Ladle.
go. What I will point out with this though is that there are 100 mugs, so it is limited, and it's first come, first serve.
Okay.
Maybe that's why they won't give us a mug.
That's probably why they won't give it to us.
Saving
Yeah, they're saving them for everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, a little urgency to it. So if you're thinking it sounds fun and you want to do it,
And there's no early sales, right?
no early sales that I've found.
Okay.
They're just going to do it that day. Element will open and people will line up and off you go to get your soup.
That's where we're going to start is Element.
Yeah,
Right,
Yep.
yes, that's where you're going to pay your $20, get your mug and your map.
And what time does that start?
11 a.m.
So folks are going to sleep overnight like they do at a concert and wait in line.
I
I think so. I think that's what's going
I
on.
should
Put
take them
their
hot
tents up.
coffee in the morning. Like,
Yeah.
You're almost there. It's almost time.
At each stop, will they, if you like the soup, will they have a recipe printed out that they can hand to
Well,
people?
it's so funny you should say that because some of us can't really cook. And that was the first thing I said to the group. I'm like, listen, I can't cook soup.
Mm-hmm.
So Michael's hooking me up. So I don't have a recipe. I don't even know what my soup is because he wants to surprise me. He's
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's delicious. I love that kind.
like, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to surprise you. I'm like, I'm good with that.
Oh,
As long
those
as
are
I
my
don't have to
favorite.
cook it.
They'll be good.
Yeah.
So we should do like a contest, maybe next year. That's a good thing.
That's
for
what I
next
think
year.
too. Drop a marble or something in a cup and then do a
I
people's
mean,
choice.
I'm sure Michael would win because he just won the burger.
Right.
battle.
Yeah. It'd
He's
really be
got-
Sean winning. I mean, chili cook-off champion Sean Lindsay
Yeah, you never
and the
know.
Lindsay crew.
Oh, yeah.
But
Anything's
does
possible.
he have a championship belt?
He has like 6 trophies
Oh.
from the Chamber of Commerce from cooking on Compesco. And,
Okay.
Like
Oh,
also
cool.
that's for burger battle stuff, but then he's got so many of the zoo paddles for the Watertown chili cook-off. Like I mean it when I say like he wins that. His family is so dedicated to it.
Good for him.
Yeah, I'm
first
like,
rodeo.
what have I done with my life?
I was with Michael when he found out they won the burger battle, and he was like so excited. He's like, "Oh my gosh, we won, and they're there!" And I'm like, "Go!" And he goes, "Nope, Sean, it's Sean." And he like gave his staff and Sean all the credit. I don't need to be there. Sean's there. And I thought I would have been running out the door. We were at the Goss at a meeting. I would have been running out the door like, I need credit. I just my business won.
Hey,
Come over, everybody. I'm coming into the picture.
Because I can't cook.
Maybe that's why my dreams of being a chef.
That's perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that's going on that day that you guys have put together too? Or
Not for us.
Yeah, not for us.
Are you running the 5K in the morning?
no,
Oh, you slacker.
I gotta work.
oh,
I do too, but I'm going to slip over and run the 5K.
Oh,
I'll
Damn.
have too much prep anxiety, so I'll be at the brewery.
True.
getting ready for
Obviously,
the
I'm
day.
like, you should run it because you're making my soup. So
Yeah.
I don't have to be cutting up vegetables or anything.
But yeah, no. So we're planning on this, and then of course you have all the wonderful things that the chambers put together as well for that day. I think weather's sitting at like 34 right now, which isn't terrible.
Not
Mhm.
terrible.
It
And a
could be
good
worse.
soup day.
Yeah,
If it
great
was
soup
hot,
day.
people probably wouldn't want the soup.
yeah, that's
As
right.
long as that wind stays down, that's always the key.
Right.
And
So-
sometimes downtown helps with that because of the building.
Good
Yeah.
blocking for the most
It
part.
definitely does. Yeah.
Mhm. It's
Yeah.
better than being out in the open. That big box store wind hitting you right in the
Right.
face.
Exactly.
Right, but I
Those-
also go like I just like a good challenge. So like just throw the bibs on and like get after it. See if you can do them all.
The hat with the flap
Yeah, that's
Maybe
right.
That would go good with soup.
For
What do you
sure.
think, Durian?
Maybe we can grow this
Yeah,
so
the
much
Elmer
that we can
Fudd.
turn the river green like they do in Chicago.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, greener.
I think it's all. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's already green.
It's kind of an army green already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends how much grass is growing.
Yeah. Talk to the friends of the Big Sioux there. Maybe. Well, do you guys have anything else that we should touch on while you're in here?
We're just really cooking downtown with we haven't really come in and talked about the downtown collective much, but yeah, we have great ideas, great things are happening. We've got all kinds of plans. We just did our first toast of the downtown. So Olivia just took over Gather, Olivia Orthouse, and she painted and redecorated and had a rebranding. So we had a cheers to her, and I thought, oh, I'll grab 36 little plastic champagne glasses. That should be good. And we had sparkling cider and mimosas because that's what she requested. And we ran out of cups. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So
she
we
had a
have a
great
lot of
turnout.
people. Yeah.
For sure. And just
So
a
we'll
way
be
to
doing that again.
Yeah, yep.
Michael's going to have one probably in June.
coming up. Yeah, we'll figure it out. A good
Yeah.
weekend to do it.
April Fool's Day, Josh Y at Watertown Mercantile.
Mhm.
We're going to have one for him. So yeah.
1 year
Yeah.
celebration.
Yeah.
Good way to
Yeah.
celebrate, some of these businesses that have joined the group and some of their big milestones. Just a good way to come together and, take a moment to cheers them, wish them luck in the path that they're going, and just do some good togetherness, some good feel good stuff.
That's
Yeah.
right.
World's crazy. More feel good stuff.
Yeah,
Everything
well,
feels warm and fuzzy downtown.
8,300 people have watched the toast. So,
Oh, cool.
Have they
so,
really?
Yeah, congrats
Look at
to her.
that.
So that's pretty cool.
I use my big loud voice to tell everybody, get over.
Mm-hmm.
And Jamie did an Irish toast. And
Oh, very cool.
Which I will toss out too. If you haven't and you want to stay abreast of everything that's going on with the collective, just follow it on Downtown Watertown on Facebook. Look that up; you'll find it pretty quick. But that's a good way to get in touch with it. We have a lot of summer things planned this year. It's quite the pushing a stone up a hill situation, but we're taking it on, and it just takes a group. It takes a collective of
Mhm.
people that are like-minded and trying to do good stuff. And I think it's going to be a home run this summer. I won't give details yet, just because we're not
it's so exciting. How can you
1,000.
keep it under your hat?
we're not 1,000%
stuff.
done with it yet. And so we went through our permitting and booking process already, and then
Nice.
we'll keep you posted.
Nice. And the city has a position open for the city planner, right? I
So
think
it's not a
downtown?
city position.
It's-
It's external
it's-
from
It
the
is.
city.
Okay.
Downtown coordinator.
But it is open now for application?
We haven't. We're working on a job description.
Okay,
yeah.
So we're trying to get that narrowed down, and then we will open it up, and we will make lots of noise when we open that up because
Okay.
we want people to apply, and we're going to take our time because we want to be sure we have just the right person in there.
Mhm.
And so yeah, that process is starting with a job description.
Very nice.
And so some of the reason too, I'll just touch on for transparency and everybody, is some of the reason we're going slow is one, like Jill's saying, be deliberate. We've reached out to all our member businesses and downtown businesses asking, hey guys, what do you want from this person? What personality type are you looking for? What priorities are you seeking from this person? What do you expect this job to be? So that we can take all that information, compile it into a more complete picture, and then we can really start pursuing who that person's going to be. And a lot of it is that individual has to be able to herd cats,
Mhm.
deal with big personalities and navigate that. And then, be able to get things done, because we're an action-oriented group. We're not big on just talking about it. We're big on let's get it done. And how do we do that? What's the next step? And so this is deliberate and a little slow, but it's going to be intentionally. For folks that don't know, the timer doesn't start with the money that's going to work until it's actually collected. So we will wait until we get that person in place, and then that timer will start so we can maximize
Mhm.
the use of it. But want to do it right the first time.
Yes.
Yeah, that seems like
Yeah.
a good idea.
Yeah, no hip shooting here, just actually getting a good plan in place and making sure we set this person, whoever it will be, up for success.
Doreen always told me if I don't have time to do it right the first time, when will I have time to do it over? So,
That's
And it's very true.
statement.
And what I got taught, in grad school with equipment and audio equipment and stuff is cry once, buy the right thing the first time,
absolutely.
and then you're not going to be replacing it in a year, and you're just going to be better off.
And a
Mhm.
lot of our city leaders, Michael included, they're giving us a big opportunity. So we want to be sure, we all take it very seriously that our name is on that, and we we're granted that. So we want to be sure we do it all right, because it's really an exciting time to be downtown. I've been down there 35 years. Tim's had the store open for 44. And like, it's just a magical time right now. I know that sounds corny, but it's just great momentum, lots of people working together, and it's just an exciting time to be. I always say I'm kind of on the sunset part of my career, but all of a sudden I'm sucked into these meetings and like I get excited.
Yeah, well, just because you're enjoying the sunset doesn't mean that
Right.
you're not still involved,
Yeah.
Well, and that's just it, and so I've been back in Watertown since 2019, really helped out with like the last group that was trying to do these things, which kind of lost momentum. And then we had a period there for maybe 3 or 4 years where it really petered again. And so to see this reinvigorated push, and actually this has more people on the same page than I've seen the whole time I've been down there.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Me as
it's
well.
yeah, it's good to have people finally, it seems like we're finally realizing that, look, if we all just work together to make it better, we can actually get some things done.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to if we're all kind of swirling all over the place, going in different directions, that's not as effective. And so you got,
Stronger together.
yeah, absolutely. We have so many different talent sets, so many different personality types, and so many different perspectives on these things with experience, or like, in Olivia's case, she's a very new business owner. So there's mentorship opportunities all over the place. And then the ability to collaborate, because like, even there, like, I'll use Olivia as an example. Again, I think she's our youngest member. She comes from a totally different demographic than us. Like I'm a good representation of what a millennial is in Watertown. Jill's
The
got
senior circuit. I represent the senior circuit.
but you know what
It's
I mean?
okay. I wear that as a badge of honor.
But what's cool about that is like what a cool cross section of just what our
And
community
it is because we want all those groups shopping and dining in downtown. So it is nice to have a diverse group, and
Mm-hmm.
it's fun for me to sit back and hear. He's got great energy and a great business plan. And I reached out to him one day and I was like, I just want you to know, like, I really appreciate your leadership, like watching him in the city council role and as a business owner role. Like, I'm like, dude, you're really impressing me. So
I need a hobby.
work is your hobby, Tim Makepeace. You'll never be able to walk away.
Take up leather working or something.
There you go.
That's why, and like, and thank you, Jill. That's really flattering.
You're so welcome. It's true.
20 years from now, we'll be just in a cabin in northern Minnesota with no electricity.
Yeah, I hope that's
I
for a
was
positive
thinking
reason.
kind of more of a tropical island.
Yeah,
like a
no,
margarita.
yeah.
Okay.
We're moodier than that.
Yeah.
We're a little more cottagecore hobby.
But it is a fun group with all different ideas, and it's just great energy. And I think we have the right mix right now.
Same, and a lot of openness to ideas. Because if there's anything I think any of us have learned over the years, it's if it isn't working, don't keep doing it.
Yep.
And you got to come up with something new. I mean, we kind of talked about this a little bit yesterday, but like, just always be reinventing and coming up with something new and fun. And if if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. Oh well, the spaghetti didn't stick to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Get another piece of spaghetti. Let's keep trying until we figure it out. But I think we really have some beautiful momentum going here. And I think this really gets back to the core of wanting to feel like a community in Watertown and have a sense of space and a sense of place. And I think the downtown really is, that front receiving room for Watertown, and what a great place to showcase character and the charm of our community. So
Mhm.
we can hit them in the hallmarks, and other
That's
folks can
right.
get them somewhere else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Get our own little hallmark around here anyway.
Yeah, there you go.
Doreen, do you have
That's
any
right.
questions or comments?
I'm good.
Said check with you. Are you guys good? Anything else you want to touch on?
No, I think we
I
hit them
think
all.
that touches them all.
Okay.
But yeah, Luck of the Ladle, March 14th from
11 to 3.
11 to 3. Starts at Element, $20. Get a mug. First come, first serve. Man, you better feel elite and cool if you get that mug.
You better come hungry if you get that much.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come,
18 stops.
yeah, come hungry and maybe get a carbonated beverage or two while you're on your walk.
There you go. Yeah.
Get a little
I
extra
think
room.
some of the stops too plan to have a little snack or something.
Yeah. And then April 1st at 11 a.m., toast the downtown Watertown Mercantile 1-year anniversary.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So,
And downtown Watertown on Facebook.
Yes, sir. You got them all.
Okay.
good
All right.
job.
You got music ready?
You're gonna love it.
Oh,